There are two kinds of wilderness shelter, those you carry with you and those that you construct from materials found in your natural environment. Carry-with shelters are preferable for trips lasting overnight or longer, although depending on terrain or season, you may need nothing more than a ground cloth. Here are some examples of carry-with shelters. A shade and windbreak has been constructed from 2 thermos all-weather blankets. A 2-man tube tent is both highly visible and compact and ideal for carrying in a survival kit. The military bivy tent M86 is ideal shelter for a solo outing. Tent fabric is the laminate Gore-Tex, which repels water but allows water vapor to escape, creating a breathing effect.
This is the easiest, quickest outdoor shelter you can build. It's called a deadfall lean-to. You use a large log or rocks on which sticks are piled up. Then latticed across that horizontally are other sticks over which you set your foliage, which is then weighed down with other logs. It's a good idea when building this kind of shelter to try and find a log or a barrier that is facing the wind so that it acts as a windbreak. Then you just climb right in under here, under the foliage, go to sleep. There you have it. This is an example of a lodgepole or a T-style lean-to, which is put together with forked sticks for your framework. Then other sticks are added onto it and foliage is layered into it. One side is left open. The side that is left open is the side that faces away from the wind. Then you build a small fire in front of it. It reflects inside. It's an excellent and fast shelter to build. These are examples of shelter building tools that I used in the construction of the shelters in this video. This is a Mamba from Blackjack Knives. This is a British Army MOD paraknife. This is a mash axe. This is a Bushmaster. This is a 12-inch survival tool machete. This is a Norland axe. You need a larger tool than a regular sheath knife for constructing shelter. This is a complete full-blown emergency shelter using a lean-to configuration which we've made from a crossboard here extending between the 2 trees, which we've corded to hold it in place. Atop that, we've put long sticks laid down at about a 45-degree angle. Then we've laced across the back other sticks, both horizontally and vertically, to form a complete lattice, over which we've laid 6 to 8 inches of foliage. 6 to 8 inches is crucial. That's the minimum amount that will shed rain. Over the foliage, we've laid logs, sticks, pine needles, and dirt to further help with the waterproofing. There are some features in the interior of this shelter which are worth mentioning. One is the fact that we've used dried grass to act as an insulation barrier to keep the ground from draining all the heat from your body. Number 2 is the fact that we pulled a lot of our firewood into the interior of the shelter, 1, to keep it dry, or 2, if it's already damp, to help with the drying process. Number 3 is the fact that in a real-life situation, we wouldn't leave these sides open as we've done for the purpose of illustration. We would completely close them the same way we've closed the top. Number 4 is the fact that we use a fire reflector. Fire reflector is a simple device made out of logs, as you can see, which reflects from the small fire heat back into the shelter. You always use a small fire so that you can sit closer, conserve energy, because you don't have to collect as much firewood.
It's not just the ability to construct shelter that is important, but also the knowledge of where to put it. A wrong choice can cause a lot of grief. If you want a campfire, select an area with a supply of firewood. Water is also a consideration, but try not to locate too close due to the proximity of insects. River noise can also drown out the sounds of rescuers.